horror. But on the internet. Now, over the years, there's been many ways to use, lose, and abuse our time in the digital world, and while it is objectively hilarious to spend one's time posting increasingly concerning memes or convincing somebody's grandfather that they can ward off the cell towers by drinking paint, I gotta say, my favorite pastime has got to be causing children with unrestricted internet access permanent, irreversible trauma. Yes, internet horror has been ever present throughout the years, from screaming 140p JPEGs to Sonic the Hedgehog deciding that, you know what, Satan is now my best friend. We've seen it all. However, much like life, internet horror is not built equal, because when the dust finally settles, and our eardrums finally recover, half the time what was meant to be scary just ends up being a little, preposterous. So I wanted to take a look today at the internet horror that was definitely made to make people go, "Ah," but instead just makes me go, let's do it. Lost media episodes, stories of scary, unaired episodes of shows that traumatize kids. These are just fantastic, okay? See, if you've ever seen an internet horror story about a lost media episode, most of the time they always go like this.
When I was 7 years old, I stayed up past my bedtime, and The Simpsons was on. The episode was normal until Bart Simpson came up to the screen, and his eyes were bleeding. The Simpsons told me to then kill my parents in real life and save 15% by switching insurance I'm sorry. There's a number of popular internet horror stories that go along this line. Talk about Squidward's same thing with a mouse, dead Bart, but I really want you to think about if these episodes were actually real. Imagine the animation studios being like, yeah, we've just made 50 episodes of a kid's show. I'm sick of life lessons and morals. Let's show the kids gore. These lost episodes are usually explained as having been prevented from airing or pulled during broadcast due to controversial, mature, or unsettling aspects being shown. Yeah, no shit.
Picture this, okay? Imagine a boardroom meeting where the director is like, hey team, I know we worked really hard this week, but I've got some bad news. The episode we made, where Bart dies, it got pulled from the airwaves. They're not letting us show it. This is unreal. This is Biden's America, everyone. Can't do shit around here. Man, I miss the old internet, when the pinnacle of humor was editing cartoon audio to say when you could nonchalantly watch an offshore steel worker get his arms minced into tomato paste, and still, the most disturbing thing that you'd see all day is just a really crusty image of somebody's aunt. And this was the scariest shit of all time, man. Isn't it just fantastic that for a brief, perfect window in time, you could take an image of your dog, slap 5 filters on it, print it out, dunk it in Frank's red hot sauce, and then post it onto the internet, and people would look at that image and be like, yeah, no, I see it, this image definitely would make me want to kill myself.
Also, I know I'm just tacking this on to the end of my segment, and I know that I'm ending this really abruptly, but why the hell are you trying to make Jeff the Killer hot? Good lord, Mario really fell off in the last 39 years. Any chance I can order this man some face scrub? Mario 85. This is a cursed video game story. Mario's chasing you, hates you as well, probably needs some TLC. Really, what's new here? I think what makes this one personally hilarious to me is yeah, conceptually it's fairly similar to a lot of other cursed cartridge gaming stories, but in my mind, what separates Mario 85 from its pixelated predecessors such as NES Godzilla or Ben Drowned
is the playable version of Mario 85 in which I'm sourcing this footage from requires you to beat a level by constantly dodging and weaving this arsehole, but since the level was made stupidly difficult to beat, from an outsider's perspective, instead of looking like, oh no, it's scary Mario, it's more like, holy shit, this dumbass is getting absolutely pieced up right now. Honestly, a little embarrassing. But you know, hell, maybe I'm being too harsh here. Maybe Mario 85 is actually scary after all. Let's check out the fandom page, shall we? See what we're working with here. Alright. That's pretty neat. Powers include immortality, superhuman strength, high intelligence. Not really sure about that one. And under crimes, we have got murder, child abuse, reckless endangerment? I mean, yeah, I suppose so. Kind of. I mean, there's probably a couple of other things I would classify this before I describe it as reckless endangerment, but I do suppose that makes sense. You know what? I'll let that slide. He can have that one. What's up, Rainforest Cafe enjoyers? It's your boy, Elias, filming this segment about a week and a half after filming the last one. Backrooms. Yeah, backrooms. Put the intro segment up. Alright, cut the intro segment. I'm sick of seeing that. Now, originally when filming this video, I had an idea to make a segment on the backrooms, you know, go into the concept of liminal spaces, the liminality, the state of disorientation between two states of being. You're not in the state you were before, but you're not in the state you're approaching. You know, usually based in political and societal change. Look, not to bring up anthropological concepts in my creepypasta shitpost video, but like, what the hell happened here? If you look up the backrooms on the internet, you go onto YouTube, you fucking buy a Backrooms game on Steam, you watch a Backrooms short film, it's supposed to be,
ooh, uncanny space.
And then some arsehole was just like, you know what, put a fucking ghoul in there, put two ghouls in there, put Jerry in there, just break the entire concept. It's no longer like infinitely scrolling Backrooms, it's a labyrinth, but with multiple floors and intersecting segments, with the entire fucking cast of Paw Patrol just randomly hanging out there for no goddamn reason. I don't know, bro. I think I'm just pissed that they had a really cool concept and then they just kept adding shit to it. Like, I don't show up to my place of employment and then just like build a fucking treehouse connected to the building, sit down in that treehouse and then claim, you know what? I am the manager of this new outlet of the building. You don't do that. It's just not on.